doing your homeworks regularly? Good. So, previous class we learned about protection of animals and the environment. Protection of animals and the environment. Is it clear, children? So, what we learned in it? We learned about importance of forests, conservation of natural resources. So, we learned about importance of forests. What we learned in it? We learned about importance of forests, that how they are important to us. So when this happens, what are the importance? They give us oxygen. They take in carbon dioxide and they will give us oxygen. They give us food. They give us many kinds of food like fruits, flowers, or sometimes flowers also food for human beings and animals. So they are very useful for us, isn't it? But we human beings cut those trees and reduce the forest, which is called deforestation. We people should not do these things. We have to plant more and more saplings to make new areas of forests or wood. Here, wood means little or small forest. Is it clear, children? The next one. Conservation of natural resources. So for example, when you are going to brush, what you will do? You will open the tap and the water will be flowing on until you are finishing your until you finish your brushing. So this is the wrong way. You have to close the tap and then you have to brush. That means you are saving the water. The same things, conservation of natural resources means there are so many natural resources in our world, but we are not using it in a proper way. We waste those things, but we should not do such things. And we learned about programs which are launched by our Indian government. What are they? Van Mahotsav, Project Tiger. So and Chipko movement. Previous class we learned about two programs. What are they? Van Mahotsav and Project Tiger. So this Van Mahotsav says that deforestation. We have to avoid deforestation. That means we should not cut the trees and we have to plant so many different species of trees or tree saplings that we are going to give you, or we are going to grow new forest areas, which is very healthy to our environment and us, we human beings. Project Tiger means we are going to protect the tigers. So we know that our national animal is tiger, and there is very less amount of tiger in our India. So for that, our government launched Project Tiger, that we are going to conserve or reserve so many tiger reserves that we can give protection to the animals, like we can give protection to tigers and some wild animals in those reserves. Is it clear, children? So now we are going to go to the third program, which is named Chipko movement. Which is named Chipko movement. The Chipko movement launched in the early 1970s. So what is said here? So Chipko movement was launched in the year 1970s, early 1970s. So we launched it in the year 1970. Is it clear, children? So what movement was launched? Chipko movement was launched in the year 1970. Was aimed at preventing the cutting of trees in the Garbhal region in the Himalayas. So this program was launched. Why? Because they should not cut trees. For preventing the cutting of trees. This program was launched for preventing the cutting of trees in the Garbhal region in the Himalayas. So in the Himalayan regions, there are so many people who cut all the trees. So for prevent those trees which are being destroyed, this movement was launched. The villagers there held on to the trees and prevented the contractors from felling them. Felling them means cutting and cutting them. So when you are seeing a lot of trees cut down and fall down, they are called felling. So here the villagers that held onto the trees and prevented the contractors from felling down. So all the people who are in those Himalayan regions, they held on to they were on the tree and they held on to them and they prevented the trees that they should not cut. They said to the contractor that you should not cut these trees because this is our natural gift. So like that they prevented the cutting of tree in Himalaya. What is that? The villagers that held onto the trees and prevented the contractors from felling them. So from felling them. Is it clear, children? The next one. The success of this movement in the hills saved thousands of trees from being felled. So the success of this movement, so the people said you should not cut this tree, so it was succeeded. So here, so through the success what they made, they saved thousands of trees. They saved thousands of trees from being felled. So they saved thousands of trees from destroying. So the success of this movement in the hills saved thousands of trees from being felled. This movement resulted in a 15 years ban on the felling of trees in the Himalayan forest. So they were trying to give a good result for 15 years ban, so that you should not cut trees in the Himalayan forests. Is clear, children? This movement resulted in a 15 years ban on the felling of trees in the Himalayan forest. Similar to the Chipko movement, Apiko movement was started in 1983 in Karnataka. So when this movement was successful, so in Karnataka they started another movement called Apiko movement in the year of 1983. Is it clear, children? Similar to the Chipko movement, Apiko movement was started in 1983 in Karnataka to stop the felling of trees in the Western Ghats and Vindhyas. So for what? For this Chipko movement was from Himalayan region. It was started in Himalayan region. Here, this Apiko movement was started in 1983 to prevent the cutting of trees in which region? In Western Ghats and Vindhyas. Is it clear, children? Is it clear, everyone? The next one. In recent years, Chipko movement supports projects on energy conservation, water management, afforestation and recycling. So, when this program is very much successful, they also help in projects such as energy conservation, water management, afforestation and recycling. So, what are they? Energy conservation, water management, afforestation and recycling. Is it clear, children? So what is said in this? What is said in Chipko movement? Shall we read it once again? Chipko movement. The Chipko movement, launched in the early 1970s, was aimed at preventing the cutting of trees in the Gabon region of the Himalayas. The villagers there held onto the trees and prevented the contractors from felling them. Is it clear, children? The success of this movement in the hills saved thousands of trees from being felled. This movement resulted in a 15 years ban on the felling of trees in the Himalayan forests. Similar to the Chipko movement, Apiko movement was started in 1983 in Karnataka to stop the felling of trees in the Western Ghats and Vindhyas. The next one. In recent years, Chipko movement supports projects on energy conservation, water management, afforestation and recycle. Is it clear, children? The next one, wildlife conservation. Wildlife conservation. That means we are going to protect the wild animals. So here, wild animals that live in forests often face serious threat from human beings. Human beings kill wild animals illegally. So here, human beings kill wild animals illegally. So here, human beings kill wild animals illegally for profit and pleasure. This is known as poaching. This is known as poaching. Some animals are killed for their body parts that are highly valuable. So here, these wild animals are killed illegally by our human beings. This is called poaching, and they are killed for their body parts that are highly valuable. Wild animals that live in forests often face serious threat from human beings. Human beings kill wild animals illegally for profit and pleasure. This is known as poaching. Some animals are killed for their body parts that are highly valuable. Is it clear, children? So here we said wildlife conservation. What is wildlife conservation? So many human beings, they kill animals for their own profit and benefits. So they kill the animals for their skin, horn and for tests like these things. For example, elephants are killed for their tusks. Elephants are killed for their tusks. Rhinoceros and deer are killed for their horns. Here, rhinoceros and deer are killed for their horns. Tigers and rat snow leopards are killed for their skin. Tigers and rat snow leopards are killed for their skin. So what are the examples? Elephants are killed for their tusks. Rhinoceros and deer are killed for their horns. Tigers and rat snow leopards are killed for their skin. Is it clear, children? Because of poaching, many animal species are at a high risk of becoming extinct. That means because of this poaching, many rare animals, that means only less amount of animals will survive on this world, are becoming for a high risk and extinct. Extinct means no longer they will be living on the earth. So when you are going to kill all these animals, then how you will see these animals in your future? So they are no longer on the world. So that is called extinct. That is called extinct. These animal species are called endangered species. So the less amount of animals or less number of animals which are in high risk of becoming extinct, these animals are called endangered animals. Is it clear, children? Because of poaching, many animal species are at a high risk of becoming extinct. These animal species are called endangered species. Is it clear, children? The next one, species that no longer exist anywhere on the earth are called extinct species. Species which are no longer on this world. That means we can say, for example, dinosaurs are no longer on the world. So that are all extinct species. Wildlife conservation is the practice of protecting endangered species and their habitats. So here wildlife conservation plays a major role to protect endangered species and their habitats. This is the work which is done by wildlife conservation. Is it clear, children? Species that no longer exist anywhere on the earth are called extinct species. Extinct species. Wildlife conservation is the practice of protecting endangered species and their habitats. Is it clear, children? So here what we learned in this lesson? We learned in this lesson, first we learned about Destructions of animals due to natural or human related causes are called deforestation. So we said that importance of forest and how we human beings and natural disasters affect the forest. So what are the reasons we gave for that? Rapid urbanization, extensive use of wood, overgrazing by cattle are the reasons for deforestation, and the effects of deforestation are animals lose their homes, soil erosion increases which leads to landslides in mountainous regions, the amount of oxygen in the air is reduced. The harmful effects of deforestation can be controlled by planting new trees. Refilling for lost forest covers by planting new trees is called deforestation. So these are all the restrictions. You can again grow forest. You can again plant small saplings. That is called reforestation. So last class we learned that deforestation means destroying the forest. Reforestation means growing small new saplings and growing new forests. Is it clear, children? So conservation of natural animals we learned. Conserving the natural resources is the duty of every human being. The government of India has framed strict rules regarding the following activities like hunting or killing of animals, destructions of plants and cattle grazing, and also they conducted programs such as Van Mahotsav, Project Tiger. So this Van Mahotsav was started by our Indian government in the year 1950. They celebrate this in the first week of July every year. So they will plant more saplings all over the world or all over the India. So Project Tiger, it aims to identify restore the natural habitats of tiger. It was launched in the year of 1973. First there was only 9 reserves and then it was increased to 47 reserves. And then what we learned is Chipko movement. So this Chipko movement was launched in early 1970s to prevent the cutting of trees. It was being arranged to prevent the cutting of trees in the Garhwal region in the Himalayas. So what is there? And then after that, in the year of 1983, Apiko movement was also launched in Karnataka to stop the felling of trees in the Western Ghats and Vidyas. Western Ghats and Vidyas. Is it clear, children? And that project is also supporting to energy conservation, water management, afforestation and recycling. Is it clear? Then we learned about wildlife conservation. Wildlife conservation means wild animals that live in the forest often face serious threat from human beings. So we know that often they face serious threats like hunting and killing the animals, which is called poaching. Why? Because if human beings get profit and pleasure through those. For example, elephants are killed for their tusks, rhinoceros and deer are killed for their horns, tigers and rats, snow leopards are killed for their skin. So here, because of poaching, many animal species are at the risk of high risk. So they will extinct. For that, our government have made this wildlife conservation to prevent these animals. Is it clear, children? Is it clear what we learned today? So your homework, write down the short answers in your classwork notebook. Complete worksheet 2, page number 82 in your textbook. Shall I repeat it once again? Write down the short